For our scene 7, we have an investigation scene, because I intend to talk to our palm reader. 2 is infiltrate a location where the activity is related to a clue. On check failure, face a fight. Once the 2 men wake up and they realize Ralva and her acolyte don't mean to do them any harm, they are willing to give her some information. Apparently, a month or 2 ago, there was an orc looking very thin and wearing a cloak, knocking at their door. The man was not trying to get a reading, he wanted a book. However, the palm reader needed a bit of time to produce the book on account that he has amassed quite a collection. Eventually, he found the book and brought it to an address given by the orc.
The guy was shifty, but he was promising a few hundred gold coins for the book.
So the shaman and the bounty hunter go to the location, and why not roll for the location? 14. Slave or labor market, prison, or ruler's court. The group arrives at a labor market on the edge of Beric's Crest. There, they find many humans, orcs, and a few goblins, all gathered in front of a strong-looking orc on a podium. The man on the podium is crying out names in a sort of work lottery. Seems like they are picking people for some kind of manual labor before bringing them to the job site. Is Ralva able to recognize the orc on the podium? 4 plus 2, 6 plus 1, not enough. Oblivious, Ralva stands at the back of the people amassed there, trying to see if she can find clues as to the whereabouts of Lorok. Meanwhile, the orc on the podium slowly gestures to a few orcs in armor to go and take care of the 2 intruders.
Come with us, healer. We're not gonna hurt you.
One of the orcs says with a menacing grin. What kind of fight are we in for? Ooh, thankfully it's only a 2. So these orcs are merely rabble. And it's only 2 orcs. This is gonna be an ambush since Ralva was pretty oblivious there. So it's the enemies starting first. So one of the orcs attempts to grab Ralva. We'll do a strength contest. He has +1, she has 0. Ralva has blue and yellow, and he has green and purple. So 6 versus 11. Oh boy. Since he was successful in the grappling, I'll let him do a D2 of non-lethal damage to Ralva. And he misses. Seeing that Ralva is not going down without a fight, the other orc smacks her in the stomach. Since she's grappled, I'll let him just hit with no problem. Yeah, okay. He does 1 non-lethal damage. Ralva attempts to free herself. We're gonna do a strength contest again. Ooh, wow, super good roll. Well, since she has a 16, she wins. So as a follow-up, I will let her smack the orc. Yeah. Outraged at this unforeseen development, the bounty hunter takes out his sword and attacks the orc that punched the woman in the stomach. Ah, crap. I'll count that as a 5. Unfortunately, the blow merely sticks in the thug's armor. Seeing things are escalating, the orcs take out metal clubs and they start clubbering the bounty hunter. So that definitely won't be a hit, but 15 will be. That's 1 damage. Ralva takes out her dagger and goes for the closest orc. At the same time, she tries to burn the other one with a quick fireball. Ooh, so that's a hit, and the fireball hits as well. So we already have one kill. And let's see for the other one. She kills the other one as well. The enemies are taken totally by surprise, so Ralva dispatches them quickly. The bounty hunter, however, seems shaken by the hits he took. End of scene. Ralva gains 1 victory point and a clue, so she's at 6. But does the enemy also get a point, since this was an investigation scene? I think it was the 4th one. 10. That means he does not get points. Scene 8. This one is gonna be action. It will start exactly where the previous one ended. 5. Plunder resources necessary to the foe's plan. Either make a check at +2 difficulty or face a fight instead of a check. The workers are now staring at Ralva and her companion, but the female orc is paying no attention to them. Instead, she sees the orc on the podium trying to escape. She's gonna do a dexterity check to catch up to him. And this is gonna be the check that has +2 in difficulty. So if I fail it, there will be another fight. I need a 12, and yet I have no bonus. Yep, that's not good enough. Our protagonist runs behind the orc. After a few minutes of running on a dirt trail among the trees, she arrives at the location of what looks like a stone quarry. There's a large pit where men of all types are carving out slabs of granite from the ground. As soon as the fleeing man reaches this location, he whistles with his fingers to call more guards to his aid. Ralva realizes the bounty hunter is trying to catch up to her, but he's lagging behind. Fight. 1d4 plus threat, 1d4 plus 1 soldiers. That's a 3. 3 orcs armed with axes step towards our magic user. Ralva summons her spirit companion while backing away, and she also sends a ball of fire flying towards one of the guards. Sadly it's merely a 1. The companion valiantly glides to the nearest orc and attempts to defeat the brute. Wow, what a bad attempt. Unfazed, the orc riposts with an axe swing, while the other 2 guards close in on Ralva. So the black die will be on the spirit companion and the 2 green ones on Ralva. Whoa, that's definitely a hit. 8 plus 1 is not a hit. And this is a hit. The purple die is on Ralva and the blue one on the spirit. They both take 1 damage. The spirit is cleaved into spiritual dust. Meanwhile, Ralva manages to dodge any incoming axe blows, but she is left severely out of breath. Ralva sprays flames at one of her assailants while she attempts to stab the other. Bad stab, but at least she gets one. One of the orcs shrieks as his metal armor eats up with the flames, falling unconscious promptly. The other one dodges her haphazard blows, preparing himself to deliver a mortal strike. Those are both hits. And that's 1 damage for each. Oof. The strike is merely a glancing blow, but that is enough to cause a serious wound on the shaman. The other orc charges in and lands a kick that takes the air right out of Ralva's lungs. She loses 2 HP, and since I'm counting the non-lethal blow she took in the last fight as basically a damage, she's at 1 HP. I'm wondering, is the bounty hunter, and I want to call him Sam because I still didn't give him a name, I don't think. Is he still lagging behind? We'll resolve that with the Oracle, and I think it's very unlikely. I think he's gonna join the fight. 10. He does join us. Sam thrusts his sword at the nearest orc. Ah, come on, that's a 4. The orc deflects it, but Ralva seizes on the occasion to cast more flames and attack with her dagger. Nice, 2 hits. So 1 HD with the flames and another HD with the knife. The remaining soldiers are taken out. The fleeing orc organizer is nowhere to be seen. Ralva turns to the workers and exclaims,
"You are hereby dismissed. Grab whatever you will from this place as payment and do not come back."
Let's see what happens though. I will use the reactions table, and I think this counts as a bribe. So we'll have +1 to whatever we roll. 11. Since these are stranger, we'll get helpful consent. Perfect. Now Ralva patches herself up after the fight, so she gets +2 HP. And I will say that we don't have our non-lethal blow, so we are all the way up to 4. She will also attempt to heal Sam, since she's a healer. So we'll do a wisdom check of 10, but she has +2 because she has 2 in her healer skill. 5 + 2, 7, that's not enough. The healer tries her best, but she realizes Sam needs rest more than anything. This is the end of the scene. She gets 2 victory points. So she's at 8, but the enemy might get some points as well. We have like a 50-50 chance. 6, nope, he does not. He's still at 1. Wow, I'm being very lucky with those.